Hi everybody and welcome back to our YouTube channel. We are as always your hosts Arne and Carlos, and this summer we will focus on some of the fun projects you can have in the summer.
Absolutely. And we're actually looking back at some of the old videos that we recorded. And today we have one that is very special to me. It is one of the first videos that we recorded, actually the one where I was alone. For the first time. And it's a video about these fun and actually quite healthy and delicious drinking vinegars that you can do. And a little backstory or a side story, when I brought out all my vinegars that I had been pickling, with all these delicious fruits, PJ didn't really understand why people would want to drink vinegars. But it's actually really good for you.
You mix it with water.
You mix it with, sparkling water.
Yeah, you don't drink just the vinegar.
Yeah, and it's very healthy. A lot of people actually recommend that for a lot of health reasons. So without further ado, here is the video of the drinking vinegars that I'm sure if you live in a place where it's full summer right now, you'll have tons of different kinds of fruits that you can play around with.
But before it starts, we have to say something very important, because we didn't in the first years, and that is, if you like our videos, put your thumbs up, and if you're a subscriber, put on your notifications, because then you won't miss an episode. And put yourself on the mailing list,
because then you won't miss anything. So without further ado, here is the episode on the drinking videos. Enjoy. Okay, so Arne has been down in the garden and he's picked some of the last strawberries that we have. We're in the mountains, so of course here things grow slower and we still have strawberries now. Some of those strawberries are not the most beautiful ones, but it doesn't matter because now we're going to preserve them in a natural way and make the shrubs. So we start by cutting up the strawberries, taking away the leaf and cutting them. I cut them usually in half, chunks of strawberries. That's what you need. And this is a really great way to preserve them. And this will keep in the fridge for about 6 months. And there's no chemical preservatives, it's all natural. And then when we've cut the strawberries, we just add the sugar. There is this chemical reaction that happens when you add sugar to strawberries or any other fruit as that is. And keeping it like this for a couple of hours, say 1 or 2 hours, you're gonna get this reaction where they start to dehydrate and you start getting all that juice coming out. So basically that's the first step. Okay, so we've added the sugar to the strawberries, and to save a little bit of time, I have actually prepared this already in advance. So as you can see now, the strawberries have reacted with the sugar and they're releasing all their liquid, and this is looking really, really good. You have all this sweet strawberry flavored liquid and the slices of strawberry all together. So the next part of the process is to add the vinegar. And you need to use high quality vinegars. I've got some different ones here. I've got some apple cider vinegar, some white vinegar, but we're gonna use balsamic vinegar as this is really, really good together with strawberries. So you take a container. It's gonna be airtight after a while, but just take the container and add the strawberries in. And make sure that these are clean and sterile before you use them. It's very important. And then just add the vinegar. Pretty much everything. So this is going to take a little while. And usually I also think that you can spice it up with whatever you want. I mean, you could use anise, you can use black pepper, for example. I think black pepper is really good. Black pepper goes really well with the balsamic and the strawberries, and it also gives it a really nice sting. So here we are. It's basically full. And then just add a little bit of black pepper. And then seal the container. Seal the container. And this is the second step. Now this is gonna be kept for 2 weeks approximately until everything has reacted and aged a little bit. And actually you don't have to necessarily keep it for 2 weeks. You can keep it 3 weeks, a month. Doesn't really matter. The point is that the more that it reacts with the strawberries, the more aged and the better the flavor will be. But usually we keep them for 2 weeks. A couple of days in room temperature and then in the fridge for 10 days. And to save some time, I've already prepared one. I did that 2 weeks ago. So here it is. And now this is ready to be bottled in the bottle. The next step is to get all the juices and all the liquids out and leave the fruit behind. And the thing with this vinegar is that it is a natural preservative and it preserves the fruit as it is. So it's actually a very natural way to make things last without adding anything chemical. So I just pour the liquid. Like this. Make sure that everything comes along. And then the final step is to heat up the vinegar with a little bit of sugar. And the ratio that we're doing now is approximately 1 to 2. So say you've got a cup of vinegar, which is about 2.5 deciliters. Yeah, basically that's about everything I have here. Then you add half a cup or 1.5 deciliters of sugar. And you want to heat that gently without boiling it. Okay? You want to heat that gently until the sugar is dissolved in the vinegar or the shrub without it boiling. When you don't see the sugar anymore, it's done. Yep. This is ready. And I'll just put it back in the there you go. So it's actually ready now to be bottled. I have this one is from a few weeks ago. We're not going to put it in here because this is really good now. I'm going to make a new bottle for this one here. Just pour it in. And this is now ready to be used. Now, as I said in the beginning, you can use any kind of vinegars you want. The process is always the same. Mix the fruit with sugar, put it in a container for a couple of weeks, heat it with sugar, 1 to half to 1, and then it's done. You can use any fruits you like. I've got plums here. This is a really good one. This is a celery and white wine. And here I've got a rhubarb with apple vinegar cider, which is also really, really good. And of course the strawberry and balsamic vinegar. And now you have the perfect extract to make any kind of drinks you want, virgin cocktails or with alcohol, whatever you want. Usually you need to mix it with water. I've got some bubbly water here, and now we're just waiting for the ice. Arne, would you like to bring some ice, please?
I got some ice.
Perfect.
Ice for the drinks.
Time for drinks. This is going to be good. Just put a couple of ice cubes on each. Maybe some, I've got some Mexican tarragon from the greenhouse. This tastes like licorice. It's
very good.
They're really good, yeah, you're right about that. Okay, and then let's take the old one. Make sure to shake the bottle before you use it. And just add the water. I think we can fill it up a little bit more. Whoops.
Uh-oh. That's not a little bit.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Anyway, here you have a delicious drink for a nice warm day in the garden. Cheers.
Cool.
Mm.
Alltid gott.
So good.